This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're at the Ben Davison Performance Centre here in Essex. I'm joined by the Lion himself, Leo Delangeur.
How you doing, KUGAN? You right?
Did I pronounce it right?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah?
Well done.
Little French twang on it there?
Yeah, I liked it.
What's been happening, mate? Give me a rundown of the week.
Well, just getting back in training after my fight, and it's like training in Saudi. Not that I've been there.
But, okay, so you had a win on the 2nd of July, which was a couple of weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago now. A points win. What was your kind of summary of your performance then?
I thought I boxed well because I've been out for like a long time because of COVID, and it was just good back to get in there and like get the ring rust off, and then looking forward to going again as soon as possible.
We started in 2010, and I'm pretty certain you would have made your debut a couple of years after that, around 2012, 2013. Yeah, 2012.
Yeah.
So obviously 16 fights in that kind of 10-year period. Yeah. We know obviously, you know, if you kind of look back on that, you should have had more fights, etc. Yeah, so what is kind of a summary of why your activity hasn't been that high over those 10 years?
I think just at my last gym, like with Lee Wood, just got looked over, just didn't get enough fights, basically, like, you know, just like it was a busy gym and they just didn't give me the fights. And yeah, but I don't like to look, the thing is that, you know, I'm with Ben now and he's going to get me the fights, so like we're just going to like make up for lost time now and just do it.
Since you've been with Ben Davison, how's he changed or have you changed as a fighter?
We did a lot of like inside work because I was always good from range before, and I've still kept that. But now, like, I like to fight in the pocket as well, and just be more relaxed. Like, we've done so much sparring together, not together in a minute, baby, you know what I mean. But like, so much sparring now, I'm just more relaxed as a fighter. Better head movement, more compact, less wasting energy. Ben's all about being efficient, and like he's taught me how to like just relax more and just like don't use up so much energy, but be efficient. So,
I remember you guys did a video a few months ago now, and you kind of outlined your plans of wanting a Southern area title, or an English title. Do you mind, Patrick?
Yeah, fuck off.
Can't handle it, can he? That's all right, no problem. When you're talking to Pat like that, it's fine. But you outlined kind of plans of wanting to go for that Southern area. You mentioned to me there also the English. So is that the goals for the immediate future? Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, like I'd go for it next. But like Ben wants another 6 or 8 rounder. That's fine with me. But like I'm ready to go. I always believed I could get past that level. I just not had the opportunities to do it. Like I've only ever lost on cuts. Fucking hell. Yeah, I was just now Ben's gonna get me the opportunities. Let's see how far I can go.
Absolutely. That's Pat McCormack there trying to disrupt this interview, just if people are wondering what's going on. Go away, Pat. Go away. Jim's obviously here, full of talent. So many, we'll have to include McCormack's in that. Well, Patrick over there. But there's so much good sparring you must get here. Obviously, there's people like Lee Wood, and there's Shabazz and Lee McGregor. All these guys. The gym must be buzzing. It always has been.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you can't like sit back and watch the boxing and like learn and pick up little bits, you may as well not be a boxer because you just like you're a brain dead numbskull. I'm not saying some of these lads ain't that, but when they're in the ring, they're good, they're quality, and like I love watching Shabazz box because what he brings to the table, and like I like Lee Wood, what he brings. Like everyone's got like they're all good, but they've all got special like bits that they're very very good at, and you can like use. I was quiet on your interview, mate. Okay, now. It's like I'm not doing an interview. Yeah, what's it called?
Yo. This is his last fight. See how well he was.
I've just seen a couple of clips from it, actually.
Put some clips on the video, actually, great.
Thanks, Lee.
Somebody in the champion for the year.
Yeah. There we go. So that's productive. Like, that's productive video bombing. Go on, carry on, mate.
Yeah, what we're saying about different qualities boxers.
Yeah, it's just like the different. Yeah, obviously the boxers that are here, but the level of the boxers that are here, it's all kind of high intensity and elite fighters that are here in this gym.
Yeah, it's like so you can watch like one spar, and then you can watch like what say Shabazz brings to the table, then you can watch what Leewood brings to the table. You can like pick up little bits, and then you can like watch it. You know, you can like think, I'll try that, or no, that won't work for me. But like I'd like try if I see something, I'll try it. And it'll either work, it won't work. But now I've got the confidence to try it. That's the whole thing about boxing. It's like if you're doing boxing, you're doing the same thing. You're never gonna get anywhere. But you got to take the risk of like getting hit and trying just to see, you know what I mean. So you can move on and get better. But you got to like be willing to take the risks. That's what you got to do.
We also know, obviously, Billy Joe Saunders has been spending some time here. He's trying to get himself, obviously, back fit for a potential return, which we hope to see later on in the year. So, how's Billy Joe Saunders been getting on?
It's just good for him to get back into a routine of training, really, because, like, I think, you know, all people need a routine, and, like, you know, boxing's a good routine, keeps you fit and that, and, like, you know, like, I'd say he's one of the most like talented boxers I've ever watched. Like you can pick up a lot from him because, like before I knew him, when I used to watch him on, like, I watched the Eubank fight and I watched quite a few fights before I met him. But then when I watched him, like I was on the ring. This was at my old gym years ago in Sheffield. I was watching him like on the ring, and like I saw like how he feints and things like that and how tricky it was. And I was like, wow, I knew you were good. Obviously, you're world champion, but like when I saw him in the flesh. I thought like it's like when I saw him in the flesh, I realised how good he was, and like it made me like want to be like when I was an amateur. I used to faint more and things like that, and I got away from that. But like now, especially with Ben, because Ben trained Billy, I've got back to like fainting more and just like trying to be more tricky, because like sometimes you need like a freshen up, and like I feel like I'm getting improving still even now, getting a lot better.
Just obviously coming back onto to Billy Joe, obviously he's been out the ring for over a year, I think about maybe 17, 18 months now. Yeah. It's approaching, but I think, and we weren't sure whether he was going to come back, but now we're kind of seeing him in the gym. Are you confident that he will make a return to the ring? Yeah,
I'm confident he'll make a return to the ring, and it was funny actually, because about like kind of like 2 months ago, he come into the gym. And like he let like a combo go, and I was watching him, and I was thinking like, because you know when people are out for a long time, you think, oh, have they still got it? You know, have they like, you know what I mean, like left it too long, blah blah blah. He let a real good combo. I didn't think I still thought he had got it, you know. But like I let a combo go, and I was like, oh, that was class. Like yeah, he still got it. It was only body sparring, but I thought, yeah, you know what, he still got it. So like I'm hoping like he can just stay like focused, stay dedicated, and then like, you know, get a few more big fights, you know what I mean? Because he's like always like he's very very talented, and I just want him to have the finishing fights to his career, to like top his career, if you know what I mean. Like don't want him to be like, oh, I should have fought him, I just want him to get them big fights now, because when he's in there with someone like he's a bit like, oh, this guy's good. That's when you see the best Billy Joe. When he's in there with someone he thinks, oh, I'm definitely going to beat him. He might like cut corners a little bit. Like for example, when he fought Lemieux, like he didn't cut no corners, and you saw by the performance. But when he fought like Willie Monroe, I'm not saying he cut corners, but he weren't that bothered about. He weren't that like he thought, I knew I'll beat him from like 70%. But when he fought like Lemieux and people like that, he was sort of like, I got an Andy Lee. He didn't cut no corners, and the performance showed how good he was, and he was showing at his best. Like Andy Lee, that was quality. He was good against Lemieux, quality. But you got to get him that. You got to put him in with someone high level for him to like take it seriously. If it's not high level, he'll be like, fuck it, I'll have a few fucking chocolate bars, go play snooker till 2 in the morning and something stupid like that. But if he's in with someone good, you'll see the best Billy Joe. But it's got to be someone good to make him want to train properly. That's what it's like. It's all about motivation with him.
Yeah. We know obviously one of the fights he wants or would take is that rematch with Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank Jr. now is, I think, close to agreeing a fight with Conor Benn, which is crazy to even think that fight's even going to happen. But we'd like to see kind of that rematch between Billy Joe and Eubank as well at some point.
Yeah, I love that fight because I watched it because you watch that fight. The first like 7 rounds, Billy Joe just played with him, didn't it? It wasn't until Billy got tired because like I think Eubank came into a little bit because Billy, I think he crashed the weight like he always does, but like that fight would be, I can see it going again, like what's called. But Billy being able to maintain it more instead of like, you know, because he'll do the way right this time. No, not cut no corners.
We shall see what happens. Yeah, just finishing off with yourself. Yeah, I suppose you'll want a date as quick as possible so you can get back in the ring. I know you've only just fought recently, but I'm assuming that you'll just want kind of to keep things going and keep that momentum going.
Yeah, I just want to keep things going now because obviously, like, I trained all the way through COVID, and you know, there was no fight dates, nothing going on. But I kept myself fit. I thought, like, if I don't keep training, then it could be the end of me. Like, cause having like a long time out, it just like will ruin me. And I thought, like, let's make sure that when this COVID eventually ends, which it did, you know what I mean. Like, I'll be ready, and like my performance showed, I won every round in my last fight, and I'm just gonna keep the momentum going. And like, you know, I just want to say thank you to everyone who came, because like I've always had the same loyal friends that always come to support me no matter what, and they all came back after COVID. I mean, that box for years, they're all still there supporting me. So like now I just want to like win another title, obviously on myself, for my son, and you know, and my loyal supporters. And I'm just more than ready to go now. I put the hard work in. And now it's time to just show everyone what I can do.
Well, we look forward to hearing some news when you have it, Leo. Appreciate your time. Thank you very much. I think this is the first interview we've ever done, weirdly. Yeah. We've known each other for quite a long time, so apologies about that.
I've heard the interview with the new Mar. I think you do the interview a bit more smoother.
It's a great comment. I think we're definitely leaving that one in, Umar. But Leo, yes, thank you very much. And like I said, we'll catch up with you. Yeah, when you've got some more fight news, we'll be back in the gym and you can keep us posted on what's going on.
Definitely, yeah, thanks a lot.
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness app. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.